And we're back. It's day 19. I gotta stop saying all the time. And we got the central pillars of our pit up. Let's see. I need to go northwest. I'm gonna go. Let's see. Northwest corner. Next one. Yes. So we've got structural integrity going all the way up, and that'll run all the way up through the sides of the pit. I need to run down, and I guess we'll eat, and we'll see what our concrete situation looks like. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and drop these in the ready box because I don't think we're gonna. We're gonna be doing some digging today. Not immediately, but soon. Oh, we got our other. Cement mixer. You know what? I'm gonna kind of rework this because we're low on stone right now. We'll have more soon, but I don't want to. Yeah, because concrete we need 2 stones, so it'll be 2 stones, 2 crushed sand. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. And then we're gonna need 6,000, so that's 4,000 there. 5, 6, yeah, yeah. Okay, so this has what, 13 minutes? Here, let's just go ahead and pull the wood out of all of these. Do this in an orderly, somewhat orderly fashion. I don't want to smelt all my stone and not be able to make concrete. Making another 3,000. Excellent. We're just gonna stash this stone here. For now, and oops. We're gonna make 1 stack of crushed sand. No. Let's see. 3, 6, 10. Yeah. Or 7, 8. Yeah. Okay, good. So we're good. Got that right in time, actually. Because we don't need to do all of it. We're gonna get more stone and stuff when we dig up here. It's just kind of tight right now. It's amazing how all that stone went so quickly, huh? Oh, I guess when you have 4 forges going, it goes pretty quick. So, all right. Let's see, northwest corner. Where's our northwest corner? No, southwest, northwest. Okay, the other northwest. Yeah, this will be easy. Okay, let's get some concrete blocks going. How many can we make? Let's start with 50, I think. Okay. Actually, we're not going to need anything else but blocks, so I'm going to go ahead and just keep making those. Oops. Yeah, there we go. What I kind of want to do, actually, not just kind of, what I want to do, actually, is go ahead and get this started. This will be wood, mostly in the shaft. Eventually, I'd like to have it in concrete. We'll see how it goes. I don't think it really makes too much of a difference. We're not going to have the concrete to go all the way up and build everything else we have, so you know, in time for this to be ready for when we need it. But we're going to go up like 3 or 4. This will be steel. This bottom one will be steel. So 1, 2. I don't know why I'm counting. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so we've got 3, 4. Oh, let's have a look. Let's just get a count real quick. Okay, so we've got our base. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. They're gonna be up 1 block because they're gonna be spikes on the bottom level. So 7. Thinking if a cop explodes in there, yeah, that should be far enough. That should be far enough. Good. I'm just being really careful with this because I don't want to have to take out a block. Don't want to lose the materials, and it'll probably take an age of a day because this is concrete. Good. Good, good. Now I'm kind of inclined, I don't know, it's 7 a.m. Should we go ahead and build out the pit? I was kind of going to do that overnight, but there's no telling. It took me forever. It took me a full overnight to do it on the last one, but it was that pit was almost twice the depth of this. I think we could probably do that, you know, pretty quickly. You know what? Maybe we will, because we're waiting for more concrete. What's our situation here? We got one more block. 55. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and do that and get that done, because that's like my least favorite thing. So, northwest corner. And it's this one. Eight minutes. I guess we can come back down and check it. Go ahead and get. $16 minutes. So that's like, yeah, that's a while. I'd like to get that going before we get all up in there. Oh, here, we gotta. Okay, make sure we don't have iron on us. Well, not scrap iron, I mean. Okay, wood. We're gonna need tons of wood for this. I'm just gonna go ahead and bring. Let's bring all of it, just to be safe. And we're gonna make 1,000 wood frames. Ironically, this is the same route we dug out all the way down. So now we're filling it back in. Getting there. Hey, Rambo, how's it going? It's going pretty good, man. It's Friday. Getting the pit built out, finally. How are you doing? Oh, that's cool. Well, you got the weekend ahead of you, though, huh? Actually, before I forget, we need to eat. Oh, you mentioned that the other night. So you were I thought you were kidding. You were serious about that? You walk like literally like 50 miles a day? Hey, Sassy Joe. Cool seeds. Let's see. There was one. The one that I did my last stream on was I liked it a lot. I mean, it took once I got started. It seemed to have a bunch of towns in it. I only saw like the bottom half of it. It was called Grace 50, like the character in the game Grace. You know that you can choose. Capital G RACE and the number 50, no spaces or anything like that. Um, the one I started before this seed is Maldrick TV, capital M, capital TV, 1, the number 1 with no spaces. and it seems pretty cool so far. The one I started before, I have a rule: if I die on day one, I have to restart. So otherwise, I would have played it because it looked pretty good. Was just Maldrick, the same thing, Maldrick TV, but without the one. That's just off the top of my head. There's a guy, there's a YouTuber who puts up a whole series of videos on console seeds on Xbox. If you want, after the stream, I will see if I can. I can't remember his name offhand though. If you want, after the stream, I can see if I can figure out who it was, and I can message you. Hey, Everlastings, how's it going? What pit? This is the fall pit for my horde base. You know, I don't know if you were around for, you know, that big hole we dug for like a few nights, like the first week, second week, whenever it was. I guess this is the second week. No, we're in the third week. So yeah, like second week. That hole we collapsed that day. I don't know if you remember that big pit we collapsed. I'm filling it in. I'm getting it set up finally. First week, early game. I generally, well, it kind of depends on what I'm. Usually, when I come into a game, I kind of have a plan for what I want to do. Like I've been all about bunker bases lately. Since I just came back to the game a few weeks ago. So I kind of knew what I was gonna do, on this. So you know, if you have an idea, that kind of helps. If like what you're into doing, it kind of helps sort out kind of what you're gonna prioritize. But you know, generally, you know, the first day is just surviving. You know, you need to find a cooking pot, ideally a couple of pipes, so that whenever you've got the leather for it, you can get a forge up. But you want a cooking pipe. You know, kill a few animals, get enough canned food, you know, gathered food, whatever the case may be, wherever you are, you know, and then find yourself some shelter before the sun goes down, assuming you play with, you know, zombies running and all that at night. And then if I have found like a town and where I'm gonna settle, the first day. The second day, and if that's not the first day, I'll find it the second day, and then this what I'm about to tell you will be on the third day. You know, I mean, I guess so forth until you find where you're gonna be. But assuming I found a town and where I'm gonna settle on the first day, on the second day, generally what I'll do is usually go hunting to kind of load up on meat and leather, because you know you need leather for a forge. I usually don't get a forge up the first day. I usually wait till like I'm good on the second or third day. Second day ideally, but you know, again assuming I'm where I'm gonna be on the first day. But generally, like the first day where you're gonna be, and you haven't built a forge yet, generally I'll just go hunting, because you need 20 leather for that, and also you need 20 leather for a poncho, which keeps you cool. So I'll prioritize hunting the second day, and usually gathering resources like whacking boulders and that sort of thing. If I haven't found any corn yet, I like to try to go find corn, which is a lot easier now since before the last patch. We used to not get corn from plains on console, but we do now. So if you can find some plains, collect some corn, and then once you get your forge up, get a hoe in the ground, or build a hoe, or make forged iron. Oh, that scared me to death. Make forged iron, at least enough forged iron to make a hoe, and then start getting your corn in the ground. Preferably some goldenrod along with it, because that's going to be your staple drink, food and drink, as you can see here, as it is for me. And that's where you've got all that meat to hold you over until you get your corn operation up and going. I like to spam craft to get my weapon and tool skills up. Usually I'll do weapons first and try to get them into the 300s. As you can see, my weapons here are. And then after that, it's tools all the way until you max tools, so that when you get a workbench up and then you do your upgrades to steel and and et cetera, you can make the best tools possible. When you get a workbench up, the highest crafting allows you to make is quality 500. So what you have to do is make 5 500s and combine them, and that gives you a 600. So, I like to get there soon. I haven't gotten to that point yet on this. I'm about in the early mid 400s in tools, and about mid 400s in tools, and I'm still in the mid 300s in weapons. Generally, it's a good activity to do at night. I've kind of slacked, well, I can't say slacked, but I've kind of eased off of it over the last couple of game weeks, because like I said, I'm building bunker. I'm building a bunker in this base, so it's involved a lot of digging, which you can generally do at night, and that just seemed more productive to do at night, to actually continue working on the base than just sitting around spam crafting. I was able to do some of it while digging and stuff like that, but when I have to concentrate a lot on what I'm doing and count frames and all that, count blocks, I just find it's easier just to not deal with it. Not make a mistake. Did that answer your question? I don't know if I'm was there something more specific that I might have left out that you're wanting to know? 4 p.m. Are we gonna make it? I'm gonna finish framing this out and we'll have a look. I see daylight coming in, so maybe we're getting close. Getting pretty close. We may make it. Um, you haven't played in a year. You haven't played. Has it been like a full year from like right now? 'Cause there was a big patch in the fall where we got a bunch of new POIs. A lot of really good ones too. Um, Trying to think what else came in that patch. I think that was the patch when lootable corn hit the plains, which in my opinion is just awesome. I've said it 1,000 times on a stream, and I'll say it again. I never imagined there would be a video game where I like would be so excited and enthusiastic about corn. But it's just such a great sustainable food source. Once you get it cornbread going, cornbread production going, it's awesome. Because also you get like in tilled ground. Most plants, you get a return of 2 per plant, so one becomes your seed, and then you get to use the other. Well, with corn, you get 3. And I think that goes up to 4, either 4 or 5 with fertilizer. I haven't used fertilizer, so I couldn't say exactly, but I think it's 4. So it's awesome. But yeah, that was the big thing from that patch last fall was the new POIs. There was something else we got, and I'm a little fuzzy. I can't remember now. Hmm. If I don't fall off of this thing pulling these frames, it'll be a miracle. Heights give me the willies anyway, so I'm like sitting here kind of like my palms are sweating as I do this. 5 o'clock. I think we're in good shape, but I can't dilly dally. Good. That took care of my problem for me. Oh, God. This popping on this lip is just making me, oh, it's making me queasy because I keep thinking it's going to toss me in the hole. And if I get a wandering horde right now, that's not going to be good. Oh. Heights just really wrecked me. I had like, ugh. Like I'm sitting here a little queasy. My head's swimming a little bit. My palms are sweating. It's ridiculous. Six p.m. Yeah, we timed this just right. I was a little concerned there about halfway up that we might not make it in time for 9. This is great. Okay, cool. Excellent. Whew, God, I need to kind of like catch my breath for a second. I started that at about 9 a.m. game time or something like that. Maybe 10. Oh, I gotta kind of stretch out a little bit. I got a little. Wow. Actually, sometimes gaming can be a little physically taxing. So, how are you guys doing today? Yeah, Sassy Joe, if you look at the patch notes from last fall, I think you can. I don't like it. I know it's on the official boards. I'm not sure where else you might find it. Or Google might show you. Like, I'm kind of curious myself now. I may look it up after the stream. The shaft of our pit is now dug, and that's awesome. I think while I'm out and we've got a little bit of daylight left, I'm gonna run over to the house real fast and move some stuff, just because it needs to be done. And maybe we'll kill a zombie. This guy's been hanging out here waiting to. Well, I'm not gonna kill him. Just avoid. This guy on this roof here has like been gunning me for days. Every time I come by. I was hoping to fight you over here. What's our wood situation look like? Good. Oops. You know what? This forge can come with us. Wait, let me check. Oh, gotta pull the anvil out. Make sure there's nothing in here. Got all the. There's a little bit of iron, but it's not a big deal. Actually, you know what? I'll wait. Or we'll just dump this and then we'll do it. I think I've got another beaker over here. Wow, it's good to be out of that hole for a minute. I don't do heights very well. It kind of messes with me. Yes. Hang a ride at the food mart, and then we're home. Or whatever that is. The food market. I knocked the extra block out of the side of that thing. I get hung up in there every now and then. Anything in here we need? No. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, where is it? Northwest. Yes. There's our frame that dropped. Not bad, not bad. I still got to fill in these corners, but I'm gonna wait and do that after I get the rest of this built out down here. I can only handle so much, so much of climbing up in that pit at once. But yeah, so this is where the zombies will fall in here, and then we're kind of in the. This is where they'll be when, there'll be spikes down here, and then and I'll kill them through here. There'll be poles blocking these other spots right here. It works really well. I did this on my last one that I played off stream. But yeah, so it's coming along. I think that's enough. I get concerned about digging back in here because of structural integrity. I'm not really sure how well the stone will hold up, and I need to go back about like at least it's like I don't know, I have my diagram in front of me, but it's like a dozen spots. So, and I've got support pillars down here to take this. So these all have structural integrity. So that way there's SI on the interior of the pit too. So now I can dig around all back in here without having to worry about anything collapsing. So yeah. So northwest. Here we go. I'm gonna run down and stick this stuff in the production room. See about some concrete and continue building. A little lag there. Welcome to Xbox, or 7 days on it at least. What else? Yeah, I think we'll put it up here. Oh yeah, forgot the beakers. Okay, let's see what's going on with all this. Nice. Are we done with our sand? Yeah. Oh. Kind of stash these in here for now. Okay. Let's see. Let's eat. I don't need to carry these around. Grab my diagram. I'm not sure. I can't remember offhand how far back we go. It is from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 blocks from there. Okay, cool. Cool. Back to digging. We got space for all this? Yeah. I guess I didn't really need to bring the concrete with me. In fact, you know what? I'm trying to think where there's a safe place to stick this for now. I guess right there is good. fact, while we're doing this, I'm going to work on some tool skill. All that sweet, sweet iron. Sweet, sweet stone, for that matter. We've gotten low on stone. Making all this concrete. My right D-pad is sticking a little bit. That's why I keep floundering around queuing these. I don't know what the deal is with that. I've had this controller forever, so it might be time for a new one. Well, this and the other one. I've had both of my controllers forever, I guess I should say. Okay. always concerning. Yeah, I just hit it twice just then. I don't know. See that one? That always scares the hell out of me. Those sandy spots when digging up. Excellent, and that takes us all the way around. We added another. We gotta do 2 more deep like that. I think I gotta have to double check it, but yeah, something like that. And then we can build out the ceiling and the floor and start actually getting this looking like something that's ready for a horde. It'll definitely be ready for the day 28 horde. 21 we'll do in the old base. I'm kind of curious. In fact, I'm a little curious to see how 28 would go over there also, to be honest. But I'm not going to push it that far. Maybe one game I'll play one where we just like see how far we can go with that temporary base holding up. Yeah, this gets concerning right here with this stuff. In fact, I might you know what? I'm gonna put. See, look, shit. Pardon my French. But those things, those sandy places where where the iron deposits are, like are scary. In any case, it's now after 3:30 a.m. I like to stop the stream around 3 to reset the game and avoid the MD5 error. So I'm going to take a break. We had a very productive day. I want to thank everybody for joining. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you soon.